Hello everyone, Joey from the Apollo team here. So because we are always striving to uphold the highest levels of trading excellence on our futures infrastructure, that's all the futures strategy that we have here in Apollo bottom, right? That's futures classic, futures hedge, futures model, the CTA futures, all right? All this strategies that you see here, okay? We have come up with basically what we call the icing on the cake for risk management on the futures market. We have a parameter now that monitors all the activity of all your positions to close them all in net profits once a particular threshold is achieved. And this is very important because you never know what can happen in the market. Nobody knows for certain what's going to happen in the next 5, 10, 1 hour, 1 day. You understand? That is these are the realities of real trading. You can never, nobody controls the market. Anything can happen anytime. If Iran strikes the US now successfully, you see how the markets react to that. That's the financial markets, stock markets, the forex market, the cryptocurrency market. All the markets will react to that fundamental. So to give our members an extra security, extra risk management, all right, on the futures, on our futures strategy, we have introduced, like I said, the function that monitors all the positions, all the strategies, whatever strategy you're using, all right, whether it's futures hedge, futures classic, CTA futures, whatever strategy you're using, it monitors all your positions, okay? That's, you see here, you see your realized P&L, and then you see your floating P&L, okay? So this function basically makes it that once a particular threshold is achieved, all the positions are closed and the process starts all over again. Okay, this is like a bigger reset, like on the hedge futures hedge strategy, we have the resets on all the coins, right, where the long and the short positions have made net profits. Both of them will reset, eliminating the floating and the risk, and the cycle starts again. Now this function here, okay, this function here is the bigger picture, all right? This resets all the positions, all right, when all positions have made a net profit. Okay, so this is really nice because maybe like you can see here, right? You see here, this, when you see the greens here and then you see maybe red here, right? This just means that your realized P&L, all right, is more than the floating P&L of that particular coin. You understand? But when it's red, it means that the floating, hold on, when it's red here, okay, you can see this realized P&L is on red. Why? Because the floating P&L is more than the realized P&L. So in this condition, this trade is not going to reset. The trades only reset when there is net profit. And you can see here most of these coins are in net profits, but yet the AI is still rating for the particular amount that was inserted, a particular threshold that was inserted, all right, before it resets the trades. All right, if you check the videos on this channel, I've explained so many times how the trade reset works and why it's the most awesome thing in the futures market, guys. No one in the world is doing this. We are always prioritizing capital preservation, okay? Our aim is number one in the futures market, okay, which is a market where you can get liquidated just like the forex market, all right? Because we're using leverage trading, we always prioritize capital preservation. That's why we have the best record for capital preservation in the market. You can compare with any other bot. So when this happens, guys, all right, when the function here, okay, when the function here, when you insert it, and then all your positions have met that threshold. All the positions, all right, no matter how many positions you're trading, all of them will close and everything starts again. You understand? And this is really nice because sometimes you might have a trade that is doing really bad, and then you have other trades that are doing really good. So this system monitors all the positions, okay? As long as there is net profits, that's more profits than losses, more realized, okay? More realized profits. Hold on. As long as there's more realized profits, all right, than losses to the amount of the threshold of the amount that you insert here, all right, on this parameter, all right, all the trades will stop, and all the trades will wait to enter the market using sniper entries, meaning that all your trades are going to close and you will make net profits. This effectively almost guarantees that you cannot be liquidated. This is basically a fool proof, or a liquidation proof mechanism for futures trading, guys. This is awesome, guys, awesome. You can comfortably trade because the markets are crazy. Anything, like I said, anything can happen at any time. World War III can start in the next 3 minutes. You understand? We are living in crazy times, so anything can happen. But with this strategy, you are good to go. You are safe. You are secured. You understand? Because all the positions are closed. All the positions are closed. All right. No matter how volatile the market is, and all the positions restart using sniper entries. What does that mean? It means that you will make a net profit on all your positions, all right, instead of getting liquidated. How awesome is that, guys? This is mind-blowing. This is the first of its kind, and you can now confidently trade futures. Confidently, you can tell your friends, tell everybody that they can come to Apollo and trade futures confidently because of this new parameter. We already had one of the most innovative strategies. You know, all our strategies, like I said, focus on capital preservation, but this is the icing on the cake. This is the icing on the cake, because when you were using this strategy, all right, the futures hedge strategy, you can see, you already know that the trades do reset, okay? The trades do reset. That's the coins do reset. But with this function, all the positions is like the bigger reset. Okay, you're used to the smaller resets with your coins, but this is the bigger reset. All right, to ensure that come what may, no matter what happens, no matter the volatility in the market, your account will be safe as long as you're following the recommended parameters. And that is why you need to reach out to me so that I can guide you with the very best setup, okay? Because this new parameter, all right, depends on the capital that you're using. All right, it depends on your capital. This new parameter here, when you tap on positions, you have to insert a particular value dependent on the capital that you're using. So please reach out to me. You see the links to my WhatsApp or Telegram on this video. Just scroll down, tap on more, and send me a message on WhatsApp or Telegram so I can guide you with the best value for your capital. This will give you basically a liquidation proof mechanism, a liquidation proof strategy, all right, for you to confidently trade the futures market come what may. All right, so I just want to do this video to explain how it works, and like I said, reach out to me, send me a DM so I can guide you with the very best settings. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you all on the next one.